hope everyone is doing well. In today's video, I'm going to talk about the incident that happened at the beach, and really quickly before that, talk about the stalker situation I was dealing with. So I started noticing in June or July that the stalker that had been bothering me in 2019 or 2018 that I did a police report on, I felt like they had disappeared by like 2021, 2022 or something, and I was like, good, like the pandemic kept them away. But I did notice in June and July, like I started piecing some stuff together that had happened, and I was like, let me call the police about this report that I had previously done and get some feedback from them. So I did that. They gave me a new incident report number, something like that, and they told me like if I see this person again to like give them a call. Don't call the emergency line unless it is an emergency, if I feel endangered, but like give them a call to like put more information in the incident report so that they can like arrest him for harassment if it came down to that. And what was funny and weird, well, it was not funny actually. So women who have dealt with like people not believing them when it comes to interactions with people we don't want to interact with, especially police, who find out about our interactions and they're just like how do you know this person, why are you interacting with this person, whatever. So prior to me doing my incident report with the police officer that called me back, it was a female police officer. I was talking to their admin person, I guess, who was going to have the police officer call me back. So I was talking to their admin person. He said, what's the name of this person? Why do you know this person's name? And I said, and this was after saying this person is a stranger to me. I only saw them at a business. They were being creepy. I would see them following me around. And I forgot. Anyway, I said the reason why I know his number is because of doing this report in 2019. And I forgot that I actually what happened is the police officer who took my report in 2019 had to go with me to the restaurant to ask one of the people what this person's name was, because I had no idea what this person's name was, and that's how I particularly found it out, because I thought the officer had scrolled up on his on his tablet or whatever. And no, we actually had to go to the restaurant, talk to one of the employees who knew who I was talking about, and she gave him his name, the person's name, and he was able to pull up that he had like a big report on his name in general. And I was just like, ew. Anyway, so that's how I found out his name. And then I had to remember his name again because in July, when I finally started piecing together some incidents that were going on, I called the restaurant owner who I had been previously trying to contact about this particular thing. I finally got a hold of him and told him what was going on, and he had to tell me this guy's name again because I had forgotten his name in the 4 or 5 years that I hadn't been seeing him. And I had been seeing stuff, but I didn't know what it was. So when I finally pieced together July, June, that something was going on, I was like, let me talk to this restaurant owner, let me talk to the police, see what they say I should do. So that's how I found out his name again, because basically, like I said, I had forgotten it. So that's that. I basically need to start taking pictures of every vehicle that is suspicious to me, because every time I stop taking pictures, because it turns out it's like somebody different exiting the vehicle, then I see a vehicle pop up, start looking like it's following me, or just chilling in a spot where I'm going to be passing by normally, and I don't take a picture. And I need to start taking pictures so that I can either have the police like look up the license plate or look up the vehicle make and model and see what they see, because I'm like, I gotta stop like worrying about over reporting, because I'm not going to call 911 unless it's an emergency, but I need to start like adding to my report, because I've been seeing vehicles and I'm just like, what is going on? So, and I deleted some pictures of some vehicles that I took, so now I got to compile the pictures that I took and see if any of them look the same as ones I've been seeing recently. So that's that. The next thing is, I said in what did I say? I forget if it was a post or if it was a short, like a community post, or if it was a short. But I said I was going to, yeah, it was a community post, and I said I was going to talk about like a weird incident that happened at the beach when I went to New York City. So, something, my mom and I love my mom, but we don't always get along, and I feel like it's her, but it could be me, but I feel like it's her. Anyway, so even though I don't feel like we always get along, like I feel super safe when she's around me. I feel like she's not even my bodyguard. I just feel like because she's my mom, I have like this all encompassing protection around me. So that happened when I was in New York City in 2018. I went to a Planet Fitness for the first time with my mom, and even though we were on different floors, I felt super comfortable to work out, even though there were guys there too. I was just like, I'm gonna just ignore them, do what I do, and like not worry about it. But if I would have been by myself, I wouldn't have been there. So with my mom, I felt comfortable and safe and protected. So I went to the beach with my mom just in July. Let's see, today is the 18th, so it was on the 22nd, I think. I went to the beach in July, and I was with my mom and my stepfather, and I was super like happy and chill and cool to be there, but I was aware of my surroundings for a brief period of time because I was trying to find a place to record a video. So I was like aware of my surroundings for a little bit of time, and I was enjoying myself recording my video, not getting any good stuff going on in the video because there were planes going overhead, the wind was blowing, and I was sitting in the wrong direction. So I recorded the video thinking everything was good. I was like looking around my area, looking at the birds, looking at the sky, looking at the water. And then I got up and went to go talk to my mom and stepfather, tell them that I would be ready to leave in like another hour or so. And then I went to the other side of the beach, and I was taking pictures, taking videos, trying to record videos, and just like chilling. And I was like, okay. And so this was like the first time in a long time that I had been unaware of my surroundings, because I was like, my mom, even though my mom was like not close, she was not far either. And I was just like, yeah, my mom's here. I'm chilling. Nobody's around me. Nobody's too close. So I was just sitting down, and I was looking at the water, taking pictures. I had my phone and my tablet, two different things, and I was taking pictures with my phone at first, taking videos, taking pictures of my Barbies. And then I was sitting there for like less than 15 minutes, more than 5 minutes so. And I pulled out my tablet because I was like, let me see if I could try to record a video, because it's not as windy in this spot as it was in the other spot. As soon as I pulled up my tablet, I saw I saw the reflection of somebody behind me. And I looked to my left, I looked to my right, and I didn't see anyone. And I don't think I pulled up my tablet again, but I was like, no, I think I did. So I didn't see anyone right next to me, so I pulled up my tablet again, and I saw the person behind me again, so I finally turned around, and I got up, and I was like, what is going on? And I kind of said it like that, because I was just like, what? So this man was like 6 foot something. This beach was mostly with people of color, mostly like of African descent, African American, Caribbean, maybe even African. So mostly that. And then this man was over 6 foot. He was weighty, and he was just standing behind me, and it was like, I picked a spot that did not have a lot of people. I wish I could say distances that people were from me, but I picked a spot where I was like the only person immediately arm's reach. Yeah, I was not close to anyone, and I was very close to the water. So this person was standing right behind me. He didn't say anything to me when I turned around. He just kept staring at me. And I was just like, what is going on? So then he finally walks away, and I start taking a picture of him, taking a video of him, trying to see what he's gonna do, right? And I was like that was creepy. Like, he didn't say nothing to me. He didn't say anything. And I was just like, it's just unnecessary. I was so annoyed because like this man, I can't even tell how far he was standing behind me distance wise. except for it was less than, I don't know, it's probably less than 12 feet away from me, maybe, but I feel like he was closer than that even. He was too close for being standing behind me and not saying anything, basically. And when he finally walked away, I took the pictures, took the video. He kept his back towards me. Oh, and this guy had on a security shirt, some kind of security shirt. I figured it was for the beach or something, but didn't say anything to me. Did not acknowledge me. Was just had been staring at me, creepy like, right? And I was just like, oh, it's not cool. So he was down. He walked down a distance away from me, as far as all the other people had been away from me. And he had his back to me, and he was looking at his phone because I guess he had been taking pictures of me at some point, right? That's what I'm assuming he was doing. I was like, that is crazy. So I just kept watching him and watching him. And instead of him continuing on his way, doing whatever he was doing, he turns around, sees me, and starts walking towards me. I grabbed my stuff, collected it, and jogged over to my mom and my stepfather, and I told my mom what was going on. And this is the other thing I forgot to say at the preface of this video. So even though I love my mom, and like we don't always like have the best conversations, interactions all the time, even though I feel safe with her when she's around me, she's not as protective as I think she would be, because when I told her what this man was doing, she made excuses for this man. And I was like, and eventually, like 30 minutes later, I had to be like, if that was you, you weren't with your husband, and you were single on a beach, and that man was doing that to you, you wouldn't have liked it. And she was quiet at that point. But for the fact that she was making excuses for this creepy stranger who said nothing to me the whole time, even when I vocalized saying something, not loud, but I said something and he didn't respond back to me, my mom was making excuses for him, saying I was pretty, I looked different from everybody else, whatever. And I was just like, but he was creepy. Why do you have to be creepy? Like, why is that cool? And so I realized from my mom too, like, yeah, we don't look at things the same. Because I told her I had to bite someone's finger one time when they tried to put ice down my shirt. And I was just like, coworkers should not be trying to put ice down your shirt, because that's not a prank, that's not a game, that's sexual harassment, that's harassment, you know. So yeah, I had to bite somebody because of that. So my mom and I don't look at things the same. I don't know how she feels about things she's dealt with growing up. I don't tell her like stories about stuff. I didn't tell her about the stalker because I feel like she doesn't listen to me when I explain things like that to her. So yeah, this was just like a reinforcement that she doesn't listen when I tell her about weird guys. So I don't. So yeah. So that's what happened at the beach. I ended up leaving like 30 minutes faster because of that man, because I would have sat there for 30 more minutes because it wasn't going to get dark for another hour or so. But yeah, so I ended up leaving 30 minutes early because I was like, this man is coming towards me. He never said anything to me. I'm getting out of here. And I didn't even, I think I pointed to him. And I think my stepfather said he had kind of seen him, but he figured he was minding his business or something. But yeah, it was just weird. And I didn't like that my mom was like not getting my side of it. I was just like, basically, if a guy is going to stare at you, the least they could do is speak to you. And if they're not going to speak to you, then they should go about their business, is my opinion. Because when I find someone attractive, I will not be just staring at somebody. I just won't. And if I found someone attractive enough that I would like to like talk to them, I would just talk to them because I'm pretty bold. But yeah, because I'm not dating, because I don't date right now, I have not spoken to anybody. But yeah, if I've ever been attracted to someone, I've always spoken to someone. They knew that I was interested in them. So for some stranger to be doing that on a public beach where they could have just easily have spoken to me and not been creeping on me, when I think I look like a little kid, I don't know if I look like a little kid, but I was wearing a big old hat and I was wearing my cover up. my dress, I was just like, this is not right. Like, leave me alone. Go about your business. Talk to people if you need to talk to them. But yeah, he was wearing a security shirt. It was a super weird incident, and I was did not appreciate that. So yeah, sorry about the rambling. I'll talk to you all later. Thank you for listening. Have a good night. Bye.